please repeat that for the robot.
What's your who's your favorite Wallace and Gromit character?
I think it's really hard to not say the penguin, right? Like,
Yeah.
What's the penguin's name, or are they just the
I
penguin?
don't know, but we all like.
I know who. I was gonna say that, but I wanted to know the name.
I've googled it before.
Feathers or something?
sorry, he's a chicken. He's totally a chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's never been a penguin.
That's I remember it was feathers. That's correct.
Yes.
It could be the priest. I really like that bullet scene.
Oh yeah.
Curse of the Were Rabbit.
I don't remember it. Clear.
They're like, how do we kill it? And it's like a bullet, and then like there's lightning, and then it's like a bullet, and then lightning again, and like then like every single time they say it, like lightning happens, and he has to the hunter guy tells him stop saying bullet.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there are no were-rabbits in Chronicles of Darkness outside of some very cursed books. Which we'll have to run a campaign of at some stage. That was an interesting noise, Danny.
Oh, sorry. Just getting some moisturizer out.
Yeah, you should feel bad.
It sounded like when like a cool guy in like a 50s thing, like
He was opening a bottle.
So we return to our mage game, where some of the characters they've all sort of doing their own thing to a degree. It's currently in a period where people can actually like focus on their obsessions before the next calamity happens. They've mainly.
Why are you saying it like that?
I was about to say, oh no, why would that ever happen? But then realized what I'm doing could result in calamities.
What the hell?
Okay, okay. So currently going on potential calamities on the thing. We know that there's the threat of other gangs. Like according to King's stuff, is that like other gangs are a threat. Everest was planning a coup for the gang at one point before King gave him his own little bubble. John Dow is megalomaniacal and planning on doing fuckery with souls and swords.
Yeah.
Couldn't go wrong.
I'm not going to actually like apply them yet because I only have 2 souls.
Yeah, yeah, can't do it now. Then we've got people trying to force people into awakening, Frankensteining of dead things into alive things, and Experience has always got a problem on the horizon. They literally have a destiny that means that they will be doomed and hatless in the end.
No.
The gravest of all ending, to be hatless. So, yeah, there's a few future problems that could arise. But right now, you have time to act on your obsessions, delve into the arcane. What is John Dow? We'll start with John Dow. So you're in the sanctum right now. You as you said, you're not fully at the stage where you want to enact your forging your great legendary sword, right? That's still a bit away.
Yeah.
But as a long-term goal, you'll need to towards that. What sort of things would you be doing in this period to try to either research one of your swords or to make preparations? What sort of stuff are you doing?
Still got that ghost sword, so I guess I'll see if I can try and like replicate it.
Oh, okay. So, I think you're familiar enough with you've got like Death 3, right?
4.
Oh, 4. I will need to update. Is that recent?
Yeah, that was recent.
Okay, I'll need to make a note in my stuff to update the whatchamacallit for the YouTubers.
I spent 21 experience so far, and it's all one on Gnosis and the rest on Arcana.
Damn.
So wait, so you what Gnosis are you at then?
Still 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to put another one in if I want to spend.
Because we're
Arcana.
currently at 26 XP.
Oh,
So you do
maybe.
have, I think, 5 left from what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I guess that's the obvious choice because I can't spend an Arcana at the moment. That I'm at the limit.
Increase, Gnosis, and Death. So if you're at 4 Death, that means that you got a lot of magic you can do. You can do very strong attacks. You can severely unravel anything that isn't
Sorry, you cut out.
absent the purview into something else. Oh, have I? Like just mid words and stuff?
You said change, and then that was the last thing I heard.
Oh, okay. Change one thing of the purview into another.
Okay.
If I end up breaking up again, let me know and I'll disconnect and reconnect. So yeah, you can, I guess, do things like, I don't know, turn. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff, and I guess with some scrutiny, you definitely causes a ghost sword to form without too much trouble with examining the sword and.
Okay.
So
Looking to the sword.
as you examine it, you would find basically it's similar to what happens with people, but in reverse. So when a person dies and they've still got things attaching them to the world, and nearly everyone does, they end up becoming anchored to those things, right? And that those help them stay in the world of the living, even as a phantom, before they get dragged down below once they lose their anchors. Objects, whenever you break an object, if people cared about it, it leaves a ghost. Which then generally, unless it has something to anchor it, will immediately find itself sucked down below. Anyone who holds the sword and wields it may use its powers, which in this case, from your studying of the sword and like, okay, how would I replicate this and stuff, you'd probably be able to just like look at the metal and then as it rots away, see the secrets, rusts and stuff, you'd be able to see the secrets underneath. So I think the way, I think by default this would probably be a very low rank weapon. It's not going to be an insanely powerful ghost sword. It's probably, I think in this case you can see that it's a rank 1 ghost, which means that the destruction of this sword was actually a breaking point for someone. And you can see that like there is a feeling of like of failure and like just dread behind whenever this broke. Like someone had a not a severe reaction, but like a moment of, and that is why it is a rank 1 ghost. By default, cast-offs are just rank 0. They're very, very weak. If you end up actually having not just a breaking point, but actually lose a dot of your integrity when the thing is created, the ghost will be rank 2. It'd be very difficult to get a rank 3 or higher. It'd be possible, but it's not likely. And the more powerful the ghost, the more powers it has.
Okay.
So the powers of this sword, I think,
Sword.
Let's see. So you can use its influences, numen, and manifestations. So I think you would be able to make it solid while you're wielding it. And you can do things like we'll say I think it's gonna have to have influence over soldiers, one, and then finally we'll say that it's like it can I'm trying to think of trying to think of what sort of powers a sword would have.
Stab.
Yeah, but that's not a power. That's
I think
The
it's pretty
power
powerful.
of start. Yeah. I mean, it depends. If they're wearing armor, then you probably do less.
I guess it could be. Maybe it goes through armor. Yeah, maybe. Can spend like an essence to. But yeah, it uses up essence to do this, and like it's got very little in it. It takes up like. So if you did use it, it could eventually like have
Okay.
issues. But remembering it actually would actually make it more powerful. But right now, it's not a very powerful sword. The main thing is like it's a ghost sword would be the important thing I imagine to you.
Hmm.
But yeah, so you know the way to make a new ghost sword or make a ghost object would be break it but have people have cared about it. And the more they cared and the more distress they have over it breaking, the more powerful.
Well, I know one person who cares a lot about their sword. I unfortunately
You?
owe them. No.
I was also thinking you.
The one which we owe a favor to in the Adamantine era.
Who is the head of it over in the west? Yeah. No, not Masamune. Muramasa.
Okay. Guess I'll.
Got his cursed blade.
This. No, that don't work. Will probably have to be a lasting thing, and that's not going to be good. Is it like a ghost but not sentient, or is it different from that?
Your sword is not sentient. That is correct. It is still just the object.
So it's just chilling. Or I guess it's not chilling.
But if I try and bolster it like I do a non-ghost, that'll just be temporary, right?
Unless it would last only as long as the duration. Yes. Which would mean it'd be a spell control thing rather than a one and done.
That's frustrating.
Also, of course, magic. You do have magical means, of creating ghost swords. I guess is what. I guess that's another way to make them. Given you can turn anything deathly into anything else deathly right now, which is how that seer was turning ghosts into paintings and things like that, into ghost paintings and stuff.
Okay, I'm just gonna spend an hour trying to bolster it, perfect it. Improvise spell.
In what way are you wanting to perfect it and bolster it?
I'm treating it like a ghost. So it's like
Like increasing its rank and things like that?
yeah,
Or-
increasing its rank.
Okay.
So,
That sounds like a duration primer spell.
so just roll is gonna take an hour.
Okay. Any yantra that you're going to be using?
Just high speech.
Okay. I feel like you could probably use the forge to refine it if you want, which would be another +1.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because that's an environmental yantra.
One success.
Okay.
Potency 4. Does it turn into a powerful weapon?
I think by default it only goes up by 1. I don't think potency. I don't remember potency being as direct an effector.
Oh.
But I think it helps indirectly. So if I go to the bolster ghost spell, Quicken Ghost, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, each level of potency raises the ghost's attributes, which doesn't have too much use for you. But, so I think maybe we just say that it's like the rank, which is normally 2 reach, I think.
Oh.
How much reach would have been on this? Like 1 for duration, I assume?
Just one for duration.
And then if you do the 2 reach, it would have that'd been 1 overreach, I think, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, do you want to use your dedicated tool to the paradox to a chance die?
Am I allowed?
Yeah, because theoretically, you would have known by.
Okay,
2.
sure.
I told it to roll, but it's not going through. Okay, there we go. Okay, no paradox.
Yay.
So by default, this will be lasting for a month, or I think because you took some it sounds like you took some penalty to increase the potency, right?
Yeah.
In that case, we can increase that to a year. So you've got this for a year, and it is now a ranked sword, which means it now does aggravated damage against ranked ghosts.
Damn.
Not very common as people normally, but like that does mean it does ag against objects, I guess. Because anything when it comes to ephemeral entities like spirits and ghosts and things like that, if there is a 2 rank difference, they become their bane. So Red Fist is, I think he's a rank 3, so he can like annihilate rank 1 spirits very easily.
He'll probably do it. He's crazy.
He just gets into a fight, just like he just punches and it's just melted and burning.
I'm gonna send the face again. Gets atomized like a good friend king.
God. With that, it gets a new power. Matt, do you have any? Would you like to decide what new power it has?
I can't think of anything. So I stab better.
Okay, so perhaps. Do we want to say it's a +1 sword? No, that's already so. It's already you've already got such a high bonus.
It's a -1 sword.
What was the number for the rank?
So originally it was a rank 1. Now it is a 2.
2.
It is now as powerful theoretically as one of the more cognizant ghosts.
I'll make it solid, so I don't need to keep up my spell control for that one.
Okay, so just as like it's passively incarnate. It's always materialized.
What's the lighter incorporation now? Can I let that one go?
Yeah, you could let that spell control go for the keep the ghost object solid. But it would mean that the ghost battery will cease to be solid. Which so you may want to warn Domino of that first.
Okay. I'm gonna need to show him that.
And as
Eat the battery.
this happens, Domino, you have gone upstairs looking for the spirit mage of the Cabal, and you find him just completely out of it, and surprisingly, Snake Eyes appears to be out of it as well. They are in the drug den.
Oh shit. I'll use medicine to check if they like fine, and if I can help them in any way. Should I wake them up? Okay. I think they might have overdosed. I'll check based on my knowledge.
Give me a intelligence medicine roll.
Okay, 1.
From what you can see, they are currently not overdosed,
Huh.
but they do
Okay.
appear to be unconscious.
This still isn't
Like not
good.
just sleep, but unconscious.
Do I see the drugs that they took?
Yeah, take some.
I
That
don't-
way
I
you'll
don't-
understand.
Yes, you can.
But-
Would you like to use? I don't know. What would you like? Like, you're familiar with drugs, so I guess like you could maybe do a crafts or science roll to identify the effects of them, or
Yeah, I'll use the science roll.
I'm assuming intelligence.
Yeah, intelligence and science.
Okay. So you would recognize. Am I correct in assuming, Mike, that these are depressant hallucinogens?
I'm gonna ask King.
Oh, so you're using the king ones.
So-
They
so-
take you straight
Oh
to
god, I'm
the
taking
astral
seer
realm.
drugs.
Oh
we
god, they took the
there's
seer
like a
drugs.
whole bunch of them on the table. That was the image
Yeah, it was
where it
the-
sort of
yeah.
I
started.
also gave you some as well, so just...
So sure. I guess they're also on the table. As a menagerie.
An interesting word
Oh.
choice. It's definitely evocative.
Yeah, this is something I don't think Frankenstein could fix.
So you can see that there's some drug there that you do not recognize.
Oh. Huh. I mean, John Dow would be like in the. Yeah, John Dow would be in the building.
You can
so-
probably like hear him, maybe.
Okay. I'm heading over to John Dow.
Down the stairs you go.
Into the
Never
basement.
to return.
Oh god.
Well, wait, we'll see what happens down there. first.
Never to return.
You know, he's after souls, and he just got a new sword, so be careful.
I
New
don't
old
know.
soul.
New, old, same thing.
So you would see the sword in his hand, visible.
Oh.
It's
Huh.
as a reminder for what type of sword it is. The ghost sword is like British cavalry style one. Like it's very old colonial, rather than like the Jans and Dows of that he normally has.
Having rolled up bamboo, we
That's impressive, but
Why would we?
Experience and Snake Eyes are upstairs unconscious. I think they took some random drugs. I don't know why they'd do that. Well, actually, I know why Experience would. But yeah, they seem to have taken some experimental drugs. Can't recognize it myself. It's not from our. It's not our supply.
are they alive still?
Yeah, they haven't overdosed.
Oh, he knows I'm a bit disappointed.
Wait, what?
You know what? I'm sick and tired of John Dow.
Make a little article. We get prey.
It's like with the whole gag about like the D&D party can't find a cleric, so they find a necromancer. But like in this case, it's like you've gone to a necromancer, and he's like, "Oh, no, you still need a cleric for that." Like,
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know what you want from me besides maybe seeing what the drugs are made of. I'm not a healer.
Would you know that? What they're made out of?
I mean, it is possible. He is a matter mage, but also, you know, there may be other situations.
Yeah, that'll be helpful.
Okay, I'll head up with my sword.
So, actually,
over.
impressive sword one.
We're gonna get murdered.
Okay, you see them before you, and the drug is there. Drugs.
Experience may have a problem.
I'll
Yeah, well, by the same
scrutinize-
extension, you got the same problem right now.
I'll scrutinize the drugs with Prime first.
Okay. So you can see most of them are non-magical, but there is one that resonates with magic, and specifically supernal magic from what you can see. So it does show up in your mage site. It is the one that he cannot identify. From what you can't get the full story. You can see that there are definitely there's holes in your sight. Like it's not enough to just be looking at this with Prime. It looks maybe mindry to a degree.
Maybe mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
But from what the Prime stuff can tell you is that while looking at the decay rate of it, and you can see about how it's sort of chemically constantly breaking down a bit, and obviously all chemicals and mixes have a certain shelf life, but you can see that this shelf life for this particular thing isn't based on matter, is based on Prime, and it seems that it's derived from some sort of verge, perhaps. And the longer it's away from the verge, the more it decays. Like now that it's out of a supernal environment, it's struggling to maintain itself and will degrade over time. It seems to have some sort of connection to Pandemonium, the supernal realm of mind and
Mind and what? Sorry, you cut out for me.
mind and space. With that being the second cutout, I'm going to disconnect and reconnect.
He's dead.
Okay. So that's the vibe you've gotten from this. You can't tell exactly what it does, but you know that it's been synthesized and taken from a verge. Something to do with hell. Supernal hell realm.
Why you gave me drugs like this, man? I just thought it was
The
normal.
king is dead. Now we can't get more of the supply.
Okay.
You're interested in how it works?
I'll relay that over to Domino.
Don't mess with that.
So if how much of it is left? Is it obvious that they took it?
So they've only this is like the second time they've taken. So I'd say
Yeah.
yeah.
What's it got 2 spells on them with this?
First time he used it, he came back with a legacy. I think I'd say he has maybe we'll say there were 10 doses worth. So he's got maybe 6 or 7 left.
We got a lot of this stuff.
I like the use of we. Just like while
This
you're out
is
there,
mine.
stealing your stuff.
We should be selling this stuff. Anyway, let's focus on getting
It's
our
like
friends
it's like, you know, what did you get from King? Yeah, that's ours now.
back. You can use my lighter whenever you want.
It doesn't have unlimited use though. It's kind of different.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what else to do besides making sure the airways are like clear.
Don't you think they might
Maybe
be
if
stuck
we
in
take
this
the
state?
drugs, we chase off-
I don't know. This feels that feels not a great idea. Just jumping right into the thing they're trapped into. Hold on. I think I should know some people, right? Not Frankenstein. This is they're fine, like health wise. I just don't know if they're like trapped in their own mind.
And with you saying that,
Yeah.
I think we'll transition over. So, firstly, can I get a intelligence occult roll from Snake Eyes in regards to how familiar are you with the astral?
Do you think superstition applies to this role?
Well, that depends. Are you trying to get to a realm of superstition?
No, not really.
Like if you tried to go to like a luck realm or curses or maybe I guess soulmates, then it would apply. But if going to like if you went to the realm of sci-fi, wouldn't be as
Ooh,
much help.
That would be cool.
Not for
Don't
that
say
character, but of course for like for future stuff. Like there's an example setting. They've got like a whole section on what Mars is like in the astral.
Is that what Zodiac did, or
Not exactly. Like he went to a Mars,
okay?
but he also went to like the literal Mars. Like
Yeah, I
the
never really understood
normal
that. But
rocks
that's
and stuff.
fine.
And then went to sci-fi Mars in the future/past outside of time.
Yeah, that really confused me. Dentist didn't pay too much attention, so
Well, it was in a solo session where like it made a bit more sense, I think, in the session.
I think Dentist just was just like, yeah, did you get any Martian teeth? And that would have probably been the only question.
Man, what a one-note character. Oh, teeth? No, not interested.
Pretty much.
Okay, so Dang, you got a 1 success. So you're not as familiar with the astral as experience, which is a rare situation. But you got
Does,
two-
Pretty smart right now though, so I don't feel bad.
does Jean Down know that though?
Huh?
I'm just curious to think. Does Jean Down know? Because like obviously he was away in the.
Oh yeah, so
Thing.
right now when you're looking at experience, your site should tell you there is a supernatural thing on experience currently.
There's one
Because
because I cast a spell on him too.
so no because they're different. There's a new one
Ah.
because presumably he would have already seen the inward outward eye that's been on for ages, right?
Wait, we still have that?
I'm thinking about dropping it, but yeah.
Okay.
And the keep experience alive. Like John Dow has seen that a few times now, so that would be a very quick, easy recognize. You would also see there's currently one effect that appears to be the same on both of them. That is presumably the supernal drug effects, which you can't fully discern, of course, as mentioned, but you know it's somewhat supernal. And then there's another effect just on experience, and it is not supernal.
Oh no.
It shows up as like there's a magical thing there, but it doesn't show up in prime sight. So you're like, it's not a supernal mystery in regards to one of those things. So there's a supernatural effect on him that isn't. Oh, you can also see some abyssal goo coming out of him.
Oh, that's
How
not
many
good.
things do you have on you, man?
I don't know, man. I'm losing it.
Yeah, he's got he just left an abyssal condition in his pattern too long, so that's what that abyssal goo is. Like he's just sweating it out right now.
I'm
Well,
shaking, but you probably can't see
I
me.
guess I can assume that maybe it's a spirit, a non-supernal one.
Definitely could be reasonable, yes. Okay, so Dang, I'm going to say that you're not quite sure. You're going to find yourself. You're on your astral path. What is your current journey looking like? When Snake Eyes pictures, okay, I'm going into the astral. What is their vague understanding, their picture of it?
That's a really good question.
Oh, and same question for experience. Like, what is your road in this case?
Do you have any idea, Mike, so I can possibly take inspiration?
Damn you.
It's okay if you don't. I was just wondering if you already thought about it.
No, I hadn't already thought about it. I think my road is.
And I will say it's not like a locked in thing because each trip is going to be different.
Maybe I'm.
Get it?
Maybe. Yeah, I get it. I like to think it's like a introspection thing, and I'm looking on everything differently.
Okay. So perhaps in your case, it's one of those. It's an actually very mastigos situation. It's sort of like one of those situations where you find yourself on the palm of your hand, and looming overhead is you.
That's
Like
me.
like you can see you're just about the space of maybe half of one of your finger widths for scale purposes.
Yeah.
But of course, you're in the astral, so dream logic will be applying to all of this. And that applies when it comes to when you're declaring your actions as well. As long as it makes sense in a dream, you can do it.
Okay. The little guy floats up and like swims through the air into the eye of the big experience.
As you reach up to the eye, there is a blink, and you can feel like sort of like as if there was like a current, like just sort of a faint wave. It's not enough to push you away, but as you look in the pupil, you can see it's clear, and it feels like you're being like someone's heavily scrutinizing you. Like as you look into the eye, the eye is looking deeply at you, of course.
I'm being watched. It's probably just the people at home.
I would say that you're actually with this, but between sessions, we did a quick roll to see how familiar experience would be with the astral. I think you would actually know that this is the sign that is the way into your Oniros. It is always a feeling of either being watched or someone looking at something that they shouldn't. Like if someone walks into your room and is looking around, or someone like when someone like you show something on your phone and then someone starts to like swipe and look at the other pictures that you haven't given them permission for.
I see. I feel you.
That invasive feeling.
Is there any snake eyes about?
No.
Oh well, I got better things to do. Snake eyes can rough it out. I'm going in.
Okay. As you swim into your eye, you find yourself, I think, it's like a tunnel through the pupil, right? And as you come out through the tunnel, you find yourself leaving the underworld through the Avernian Gate, and you are at Central Station.
All right, trains.
You're
I
at a
am a
place of
train.
arrival. From this place, you can find ways to many others.
Yeah, it's like there's trains going everywhere. Wow.
And trams, and you could just walk around the city.
Any buses?
Yes, but not as many. Like, yes, theoretically, you could wait for a bus.
I don't want to get a bus. I just wanted to know if there was. I will get a train back to my home. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you're looking for home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of character, I still didn't really pick what I was going to pick up. But
That's fine. I've got ideas, don't worry. So
Yeah.
hopefully I should be able to come up with some things. So you get on a train and you're like looking at the you go to like whatever platform you would normally be, right? And the people are calling out, saying like what stops they go to. They're not the normal stops. So when it comes to home, they're not just listing they don't list the sanctum, but they do list like various drug dens in addition to where you live. They also, I think, will list something that's not a place. They say the words the highest point. So they're listing just drug dens that you know, your house, and then the highest point.
Highest. You know, as soon as you said they're gonna say something different, I'm like, well, I'm going there, I guess.
Okay. You
The
get on this
highest?
train. You can see there are people that you recognize, but a lot of people don't have faces. A lot of them, they're just sort of like the nameless people.
Background characters.
I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
like, this is how Jacob dreams.
That
Like
is.
the rest of
That
the
is.
cabal.
In this case, though, it's more metaphorical.
What, you don't dream in metaphors?
Normally not severe, honestly not much. Like mine are more narrative, but
Boo.
that's less insightful than what we're going to trying to go for with going into your literal soul. As the train gets closer and closer to these homes, and you would see some people get off and some people get on. As more people get on, closer to your homes, that is when people start to have more recognizability. And you're seeing people that you've seen before from the drug dens. You're starting to see...
It's Jackson.
Yeah, you would eventually, I think, maybe just before you arrive at your stop, you would find that Jackson is sitting across from you in like the booth seats.
What a shame he's dead.
He's not dead.
What a shame he's dead.
I think that you find that you're already mid conversation with him. Like it's just, even though you haven't started the conversation, he's going to be saying like, I think he's going to be saying that it's like mid cut off from you don't know the context of the earlier bit, but I think he's going to be saying, you need to hang out more, man. Like,
I knew he would say that.
All this, you've been like a new person the past year or two. Like, you're not the same.
I am not the same.
You think you're too good for us? Like,
No, I'm not megalomaniacal. But I am not the same anymore. Man, you don't get it. You're stuck.
Well, you're not stuck.
Stuck.
I'm free, man. I get to do whatever I want.
Yeah, but you choose to do the same thing over and over. Never changing or evolving. You're not free. You're a cycle. That's not freedom.
As you say this, you see like he goes to like get up insulted, but he can't, as chains are holding him down, and he's sort of just locked to where he is. And the train arrives at its destination, and he can't get off here with you, from what you can
No one
see.
can break those chains but you. I will leave him.
You step out as soon as you're off the train. You find you are on what appears to be the top of some strange bridge that you've never seen before.
Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Yes, it is in real life Sydney Harbour Bridge. It's
Yep.
not been constructed yet.
Nice.
But it is the... previously, you have jumped off a partially built section of it when you joined your legacy.
The real Jackson innocently get angry. Just asking.
What?
So this is entirely inside his own soul. So that Jackson isn't really Jackson. It is merely a representation of a part of experience.
There's a Jackson inside experience.
in this case, I would say it is probably a representation of their old life before they awakened.
Hmm.
And how they are distancing themselves from it. And, like, you know, like, they're not as connected. They do it every now and then. They'll every couple of months they'll hang out with Jackson, but it's still not, as they say, they have changed from that stage, while Jackson hasn't.
It ain't what it used to be.
Maybe I should awaken Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, if you want.
Add to the list. No.
Every NPC with a name.
Everyone will be of age. Everyone.
No, well, there's a 50% chance it goes to Calamity, so not everyone.
I mean, 50% of everyone.
I think as you look down below, you are going to see, like, it's really hard. Like, it's so far away. Like, it's pretty. I don't, like, you know how when something's really far away, it seems flat. Like, it stops having as much definition.
Yeah.
So the water is sort of like that to you at this stage. But the metal parts and the structure of the bridge, those are still defined to you. But as you look down, there is a sense of, I think there's going to be a level of, like, as if the area is just getting further and further and further away. As you're staying where you are, but the ground is getting lower. The sea level is dropping. And I think that the waters are going to get darker. And the sky is going to grow darker and darker until it is now night.
Okay.
And I think now we'll transition maybe over to see what the situation is with Snake Eyes.
I hope you got inspiration out of that.
So what I was thinking is that it could be just like the, I don't know, strands of fate and kind of the branching off when things with luck kind of happen.
Okay.
Kind of what I would visual for, like, just that sort of thing.
Okay. So you're seeing these different possibilities and things like that.
Yeah.
There's different ways the road could go. In that case, the very first stop is, of course, the road that looks the pathways that look the most daunting. That they are the. Oh, okay. So from the success that you got, you would know that you don't know too much about the really far sections of the astral. So you only really know much about the more human parts of it.
Okay.
So you know that there's the Oneros, which is the personal soul, and your own sort of mindscape, dreamscape. You know there's the Temenos, which is the soul of humanity, and everyone's sort of collective unconscious. And I guess you would know, in theory, how one gets to another person's Oneros.
Okay.
So the way you do that, either it normally requires telepathy, which is not an option in this case, or to be in your own Oneros and be thinking about the same thing as another person.
Huh.
Those are the two main ways. Theoretically, you could also travel there from the soul of humanity, but it can be difficult to do that.
Right. Okay.
Those would be the three main ways.
What kind of time of day would it be when we took the drugs?
I was expecting evening or early night.
So do I know what Joan generally does at this time to try and get into a state of mind?
Probably dinner or
Drugs.
sleep, I guess.
No.
Those are boring. Why did you say
Like-
grog?
Well, it's not on one of the gambling nights, right? Or else you'd be there.
You know,
Hmm.
that's true.
But also, like, people just went to bed and ate earlier back in the past before. Like, thankfully, electrical lights are around, but it's still very common for people to go to sleep relatively early. Well, they might still be having like people get off work at 5, and then they've
Well,
got like some time to do things.
maybe I could hope that she's still thinking about the nice date we had the other day.
In which case, you'd go into your own soul, maybe, or
Yeah, I don't want to go through the world one. I want to try doing it from my own.
okay. So in that case, you're going to come across the roads that there are certain paths of your own future, how your own fate could go, and as you look at them, they're the worst fates that they could be. Like, they're the fates that you don't really want to think about.
Okay, okay.
Um, as you walk those paths, what would be your vestibule?
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
I can't help you with that because I don't know what that is.
So the first area you go in your own neuros is like a scene based on what your character associates with arrival. And it's not like your character has much like transport stuff.
True.
So where would you where does Snake Eyes arrive?
Maybe it could be. I don't know. They don't have too many casinos, right? So it's not like it could be like the.
They don't
lobby
have
of
any
the
casinos. It's just
Nothing.
it's just gambling dens, yeah.
As the world should be.
No, we must need like 70 pokey machines in every place that serves alcohol.
Maybe we can have a balance, guys. Oh, the main mode of transport is driving, if that helps anyway. So maybe it could be a car park or something. Do they have big car parks back then?
No, thankfully. Okay, so maybe it is you just arrive in your driveway. Like you're in your car and you're in your driveway.
Meet.
Is that what my
In
horse
front of your
sounds
house.
like? Oh, God. Okay. Well, I'm going to. If I want to go to think about Joan, I drive to Joan's place.
Okay. So as you start trying to drive to Joan's place, I don't think there's going to be too much trouble on the way there.
How's the traffic?
I mean, it's not great. It's not quick to get anywhere, but thankfully, because it's a dream, you more like it's sort of not. You don't have to experience it, except for the feeling of annoyance. Like you've got the feeling, but not the experience, which in some ways is worse, but in some ways is better, I guess. And you're at Joan's place. It is. I'm gonna say it's one of those small houses that are like it's like you have like a line of 2-story houses that are all one building linked up on the road.
Yeah.
With a very small balcony on the second floor. It's one of those. I think Joan will be out in front. She is going to be looking at you as if she's been waiting for a while.
Right. I'm gonna approach her and say, "Why don't we have a dinner in?"
I'm not sure if I should let you in.
Damn
Yeah,
it!
you're
Even the one
crazy,
in my
bro.
head is like against me.
Like, you still haven't you've explained some things, but what was the deal with those children? Why were they moving so weirdly?
Would I, in character, know that this isn't Joan?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, you're in your own head.
Okay. So I could actually just tell the truth, and then maybe that gets a load off for me. because I actually told her, but then I didn't really tell her, you know. So okay, yeah, I've come here to explain all that.
You're now inside.
Oh god, I envision like lit candles and that sort of thing just appear as well on the table.
Yep.
Good, I don't have to do any of the work, but it's done. Okay.
God.
What's wrong with you, man?
Are you guys picking up any background noise from my mic right now, by the way?
No?
Okay, good.
Like a tiny. It was tiny.
Sound like there was like a cry of like a baby at one point.
Oh, I thought it was like a distant cat scream.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was probably a distant cat scream, yes.
I assume it was a cat, but it sounded like a baby.
Did you hear that, Bonnie? You sound like a baby. You're just staring at me. Okay. So, I'm gonna take the time to tell the truth about everything to this Joan. But maybe not the whole truth. Let's go. Okay, I can't do the whole thing. Let's go just about the children thing, kind of saying that they're not human, and see what the reaction is, you know?
Can I get a social persuasion or empathy roll?
Okay. What attributes are the same in here or
Sounds
not?
presence. Yes and no. Yeah, that's a good point. So, your attributes are the same when it comes to skills. When it comes to the actual dream form attributes, there is some slight adjustments. So you have power, finesse, and resistance. So it's like the categories. Then it uses the higher of your mental or social, and that's just a mage thing. Most just have to use their mental, but you're allowed to use your social instead. So that would presumably be a power roll.
Right. Well, I think all of mine are just my social then, because they're all higher than anything else.
Understanding how like communication works is very good in the realm of communication and ideas.
Makes sense. So I think that's 7 dice for persuasion and power.
Like how you express yourself is very good in a realm where everything is just trying to communicate ideas against other ideas.
4 successes. That's not for the
Okay.
empathy. I went with persuasion route.
Okay, so they are going to contest with a certain amount of dice.
Sorry.
Mm.
Should have told you beforehand.
It's fine. I've got the stats. I spent so much work. I've got like template that I can use for every rank of spirit. So I'm just using those.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like this is probably like a rank 2 at least. So 4, 6 dice. Okay, they only got 1 success against your 4. So
A very persuasive person.
you end up being. They're very skeptical at first, but you are able to like ground it and make it clear that like, that like they're not crazy. Yes, these things aren't human. Yes, what you saw was weird. I'm explaining this in particular. And obviously there's going to be more questions. There's going to be questions about, okay, so how do you know this?
Yeah.
Why were you there? But I think then you are going to find, like, from this openness, there is, I think, going to be 2 Jones, each leading to different doors. And you know that the doors and on like they're on the walls. They don't line up with where the normal geography of her house have, but there's 2 different doors, 2 different Jones. One, and it's not about calamity or awakening, which might have been your character's first guess, given but in this case, one is her own. Like you can see, one is her with what looks to be a fair amount of money in her hand.
Money.
The other appears to be, I think, going to be in a wedding dress. One has above it, the first one above it, on the door, you can see the words, "My secret," and the other is, "My future."
Damn.
I guess, yeah, my past and my future, we'll say.
That makes
Yeah. That works better as a dichotomy.
this is difficult. But I think I have to go future.
Okay. So I think as you step through, you're no longer in her apartment. No, not apartment. You're no longer in her house.
She's rich, man.
You guys are at just at a normal gambling den, but I think there's no dinge at all. Everyone is in very fancy suits and in very Joan is in a very beautiful dress. Not a wedding dress anymore, but just a very nice dress. And as you guys are playing, you're definitely not the dealer or anything. You're just playing, and it looks like you're just playing for fun. Sort of. Like, you're still gambling things. But it is just a pleasant moment of you two just sort of bonding. And then when you see, I think you're just going to see, like, they're playing, and you can see them. I think there's going to be, like, every now and then, moments of luck that probably shouldn't be happening. And those probably are the ones that cause your, like, this is a dream moment to kick in. Like, because obviously there's the period where you're just following along with the dream, and then reality kicks in. And it's when these, like, she's getting, like, very good hands constantly. You see her roll some dice, and then, like, nearly gets snake eyes, and then something will happen to bump the table, and suddenly they roll slightly more. Roulette wheels being inappropriately lucky, things like that. And when you look at her, she has what seems to be a silver poker chip in her hand that she's running through her fingers. And I think that might be where we leave you at this current time.
At the hiccup.
Yes, mark that down quickly, Mike, before the end of the session.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm on top of it.
So that is the current situation in the mindscapes of Experience and Snake Eyes. What are you guys back in the real world gonna be doing? You've noticed there's these magical drugs, maybe some spirit
really
magic
good.
on Experience.
I don't really feel like following them.
It sounds like an interesting experience, but I think we might end up trapped in a mind maze if we take those.
I'm no expert on mind magic.
Typhon? Does Typhon have any mind? I don't think he does.
No.
I mean, I can take them to a safe spot and then, like, just try to shop around for any mind mages.
Is that safe? Is this like the Avatar state thing where, like, Aang returns where he left his body, but his body might not be there?
Oh, what?
Like when North Pole in Avatar: Last Airbender, when Zuko kidnaps Aang while he's in the spirit world. So when Aang returns to where his body's no longer there.
Oh, yeah.
So is it safe to move them?
You got a good point there. Look, they seem to be safe here. The drugs haven't seemed to, hurt them. Just trapped in a mind maze. I
Maybe
mean,
if we douse them with a second dose, they'll come out of it.
Yeah.
I don't think that will work. If anything, they'll probably make it worse.
Can you two give me resolve composure rolls, please?
That's ominous.
You
It
die.
does sound ominous, I have to say.
2.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. It is a gnosis resolve roll.
Oh,
I remember what this
oh, it's the same roll anyway.
Okay, then you can keep your result.
I should up my gnosis. I am planning to get like forces 5
Yeah.
soon.
Okay, so you
And
both
one more
succeed.
dice.
Oh, you one more dice? You could maybe get an accept. Oh,
So-
you had so
Oh.
close. So you guys feel something touch your minds, and thankfully steal it before whatever was going to happen happens.
Is there a container for the supernal drugs?
Yes, they're in a briefcase.
Okay, I'll put it back in the briefcase.
What, you think they can, like, be just through the air or something?
I don't know. I don't want taking chances after that.
Okay. That at the same time, we return to experiences Mindscape, where the bridge has grown dark, and the ground is far away.
All right.
There is another you there.
That's me. Hello.
I think they're gonna they're gonna look wet, as if they've just like swum out of the waters, so like dripping a bit.
Do you need a towel? Do you have a towel?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's still a pretty hot night. I'm sure I'll dry off soon. Don't need to worry about that. So you're
Don't worry about.
you're the big brain one, right?
Oh yeah.
That mean you're more careful? You're getting more deliberate?
Deliberate, yes. Careful is arguable.
Good.
I'm not different. I'm just thinking more.
See, I worry about that. Too much thinking, that can slow people down.
Yeah, it depends on the speed. Depends on more, but yes, I understand you conceptually. I am you.
Yeah, it's all the other way around, I think.
You're me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Best you, of course.
You're the best me.
I mean, what sort of person would I be if I thought I wasn't the best? Like, that just sounds sad. Like, you have to be going for the best you, right?
Interesting. It's an interesting point. It's not about being the best, though. It's not like it's.
Oh, no, it's not about that. It's just, like, you gotta have confidence. You gotta
Confidence and
respect
ability
yourself.
are two different things. It's not. I think you're misunderstanding.
This is where the thinking gets in. It's just like, no.
No,
You
I'm
just-
right.
You just have to accept things sometimes. You have to realize
You have to realize
what's
what.
going on.
Huh? Say it again. You sort of jumped around.
You have to realize what's going on and act on it.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but you know what? Okay. You're right. We agree and disagree.
So you still gonna jump then? If you look down, you'll see there are now what appears to be abnormally large skeletal sharks.
I mean, we'll manage. We've never not managed before.
True. Always gotten out of it.
Exactly. Why would that stop now? As long as you do it confidently, best as you say. If you do something, it's better than doing nothing.
Exactly. We can stay up here for a bit, but like, any longer, I think I'm gonna die of boredom. So, see ya. And he just jumps.
Alright.
And then he hits the water, and it's too far away for there to be like a noticeable splash.
Of course we
And you
will.
can just the water is too dark to really make out what happens.
Jump. Even though I'm smarter, it's not changing personality.
Okay. Within you're in the dark. You can slightly see. It's like movie darkness, like from before modern times when lighting existed in TV shows and movies.
I don't know why they make it so dull.
It's ridiculous. But yes, and then you see this skeletal shark come up and eat you entirely.
Ah!
You're now
What? You're now in.
it swallowed you whole, and that's but you're still all there.
I'm now
You cut
inside
out
the shark.
completely.
Yep, and it appears to be dry in there.
Oh,
Arthur
like that
appears
guy.
to be there. See, it's like it's like that Bible thing.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. I don't know the name though. Arthur's there.
I like the idea that it's just like all experience remembers is that Bible story.
I don't remember the name. Normal me wouldn't even remember it. Normal
Are we
me?
talking about like Jonah and the whale or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um.
Wait, so Arthur's here?
Yes.
Damn. Suffered a rough fate, buddy.
Yeah. It's been pretty bad down here.
Well, you sort of brought it on yourself.
I just wanted to change my life, change the situation.
Yeah. But
I couldn't just stay in that role forever. Like, I had a family. It's about to have a kid.
yeah, but you were bringing everyone else down. It's not right. People who were loyal to you for how long, and then you're just gonna cast them aside because you got cold feet? Yeah, sure, you got cold feet. Reasonably, maybe. But how could you do that to all the people you shared blood with?
Like, you're the most loyal person in the world. Like,
I did pretty good. Better than you.
you and your cabal went around, took control of the gang, lying to my face for years. Like, imagine what could have happened if this gang, if you had told me, oh, hey, we've got all these magical powers.
Yeah, don't work that way.
Why not? Maybe I would have never betrayed you. Maybe I never would have sold you out.
Yeah.
If I knew that there was another option. What if I could start a new life without having to ditch everyone else? What if I could just, you've got mind magic. You could mess with some memories or something. Snake eyes. Their fate ridiculous. Like, seems to do whatever they want it to do whenever. I don't know that fireballing would have helped too much.
Oh, it actually helped
We
a
could have
lot.
atomized you. That make you feel better. Yeah, but you didn't know. Hindsight is everything. But you didn't know, you wouldn't know, and you couldn't have known. Not how it worked. And you won't understand.
And so I deserve death.
You
For
deserve
that?
consequences from your actions, or future actions.
But what about you? What about consequences from your actions?
I suffer consequences.
Do you? Didn't you just leapt into shark-infested waters?
Yeah.
And we're just like, hey, it's gonna be fine. You do it.
You know what? Yeah. It was fine. But that's different. Yours was a consequence of bringing down those around you. Mine was a consequence of risk to myself. I'd risk others, maybe, but not throw them out and cast aside. Or maybe I would.
If you found out a choice you made was going to have, it was a gamble. You didn't fully know the consequences, but and you couldn't have. Like, if you're in a situation like me, right? You have to make your choices, limit information, only got so much time to make the choice. You make the one that's like, you have to be loyal to the people who matter most. In my case, unfortunately, it was my family rather than you guys, but
Yeah, I understand.
so if you
understand.
find out that you've made a situation like that, and that it will betray, the people around you, that it will hurt them, what then?
The mistake was betraying me. At the end of all of it, I was the one who would have been whisked away before my time. You can think about it in any way you'd like, but I have no guilt over what I did. Or did I lose a point of wisdom? I have much guilt or no guilt, depending on what that role was. I don't remember, but I will defend it. I do not back down.
Oh, we aren't talking about killing me anymore.
I didn't. Yes.
There's
What are you
been other
discussing?
decisions.
What are you
graver.
saying? Oh, okay. Please allow me some insight.
I mean, I can only
No.
tell you whatever you know, but
It's always good coming from you. It's coming from someone else, at least.
there's been a change in here since you brought me in, since you went down
Hey.
below.
You got a roommate from Red Fist. That crazy geezer.
Yeah, a bit of him is in here too, but it's not really him, I think. But every now and then I can hear it. It just sort of crawls in there. Sometimes it's hard to remember which ones are him and which ones are you.
No, you're wrong. I thought about this outcome. It's not. It's the least likely.
But that's fine. Like he happens now and then. We've got to deal with him, right? We've got an arrangement with Red Fist.
Yeah. No. It sounds like you're talking about something else, and I think you're lying. Maybe.
What do I get from lying? I'm dead. Been dead a while now.
Yeah. But
I'll never get to see my family again outside of when you end up getting your crazy attitudes.
Damn.
Do you know what I think is the worst part of all this?
What?
Maybe
Mm.
I don't know if I'm actually Arthur.
Oh, so am I?
Am
You just
I?
went,
Oh, really?
Say again.
Really? Am I just a part of your brain? One of those astral spirit things? Because I didn't know what an astral spirit thing was.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have. It would have wrecked you.
But I think I'm me.
Yeah, but is to think everything. Now I think about thinking. Weird.
See, a lot more straightforward up there. Back in the city. Just
You're not wrong. There's conflict and there's resolution and there's. That's it, really. Down here, there's. Well, the same thing, but different layers, I guess.
you ever heard that thing about cooking? You know how there's what was it? Too many cooks in the kitchen? Ever heard that one?
Yes. I now remember hearing that a lot, and I understand it now. Before I was like, what do you mean? Just, there's cooks. They're meant to be cooking.
Oh yeah.
I now understand a metaphor.
So, and that's from your like. How do you think a spell like that works anyway? Like, if you didn't know something yesterday, how does that get into your head the next day once the spell goes on? Like, it must be coming from somewhere. Like, just
comes
like how
from-
I don't know what a spirit is, but I
comes
get
from magic.
that knowledge comes from somewhere.
It glimpses inwards from pure rawness of that energy. Also, you remember what you didn't.
Remember what I didn't?
Yeah, well, maybe not you, but that's where it's glimpsing from life. Everything you've lived, and then you look back on. It's new and it's renewed. It's old, but it's come to pass again.
It's a good idea. I hope it's true.
I believe it is. In this new state.
Question, Mike. Do you have to leave now?
Not
Okay. Then in that
Right
case,
away.
because I'm probably going to end the session here. So
if
we'll start on the next one.
if we go to the next session, I do need to Vermouth. However, I can go for a little bit longer and then just rush getting ready.
Okay. So, maybe I just have this be a slightly longer session, but that might break.
I leave it within your judgment.
Maybe we finish off Mike's thing and then continue with everyone else. If that's fine with everyone else.
Sure.
Okay. I think you're going to feel as if a boat had just suddenly hit it's just stopped, and like you've got that wave of force, or like when a train stops suddenly, there's sort of like feeling that through your body. The shark has beached itself,
Ah!
opens up its maw, and you appear to be, I think, at what seems to be probably like it's like a river, a decently wide river, but not giant. And after a bit of sand, you can see the sanctum.
Ah, another home away from home.
I think standing outside of it is going to be, I think maybe Domino, and I think you can maybe see him with what looks to be a dead chicken in his hands. It's not Frankenstein. It's just dead.
Okay. Domino, what are you doing with that chicken?
Anthony,
Mhm.
Would you be fine role-playing Astral Domino?
Sure.
Okay, so you've got a dead chicken in your hands, and I'm just going to message you with just a sort of like a vibe of what the sanctum and its underlying metaphor is. And actually, I'm going to just post it in the chat, and everyone, when your character comes up, you can roleplay them. I'm just going to spoiler it so Mike doesn't see what the underlying metaphor is until he like realizes it himself. I'm sure it won't be that
Man.
hidden, because you guys will be role playing with it in mind.
Fine, I'm looking away.
So, Mike, what's your extreme cutoff time?
Let me review.
Oh, a train's running today from Beecroft?
Nah.
Fun.
No trains. It's only buses.
Okay. There it is. For everyone but Mike, feel free to give it a read.
My monitor turned off at the perfect time. I can't even read it.
It's so just annoying when like you're on Discord and the screen just turns off. It's like, no, I'm still using it. Just
Nah.
I assume if you're actually screen sharing, it'll stay on. Or
Yeah, it's like
looking
if you're
at
watching videos, things like that, but doesn't fall under it.
Okay, so anyone else can feel free to enter the scene when they desire, or when he further explores the house. But yes, currently, Domino, you are standing out the front and you have a dead chicken in your hands.
We're gonna bring it back to life. Force our own powers can control life itself, the world. We're gonna bring this chicken back. Would you join me?
That's interesting. Why? But why a chicken? You know?
It's all matters. Eventually, it's chicken. The life of the chicken. We as humans. It's all the same energy it's going towards. No.
I don't even know if that's true. I mean, of course I would help, but there are bigger things.
What? What would be more important than this? Life itself, through our own energies.
What's more important? See, now I feel like I have the capacity to explain it. Everyone was always asking, what's the point? Why would you bother doing what you do? You do all this random stuff. It's not about living. It's not about anything like that. It's about a pure essence of whatever you're doing, whether that be greatness or terrible. It is about fully living that journey, that destination, not the destination. Outcomes aside, whether it lives or dies, what is the amalgamation and plethora of that chicken's existence? It's not about a number, it's not about a figure, but the experience. Wow.
I still think we should keep pursuing this. Come along with me.
I another time. I can't now. I'm here for the other thing.
I can't do this without you. I put my hand on your shoulder. I need you to help.
I need to help my friends. Oh, that's nice. Can't you wait?
I'd pull you along.
Ah!
Sorry, what was that, Anthony?
I'm basically trying to like tug the experience in like a random a direction. Like spirit me is probably just gonna go like in a random direction. There's no exact like way, but it's just like it's kind of like me as a. I am trying to like come off as sort of like a zombie-like figure, just obsessed with just trying to.
Yeah.
Domino is seeming a bit off.
Nothing's wrong. Yeah.
Does anyone? How loud is that at that stage of like throwing him around?
Ah!
It's not meant to be. It's still meant to be like a tug, but if you struggle, I will like use more force. Not forces, just.
I mean, I don't imagine I'd struggle at first. You sort of pull me, and I'm like, you seem a little off.
No, what do you mean off? I'm focusing what we need to do.
Get off of me, man.
No.
Don't. I struggle.
At this stage, anyone, if you want to enter the scene from hearing the noise.
Anyone at all, guys. Don't worry.
1 second.
I can come into the room.
Anybody at all, please.
Oh, just like I don't want it to be like it's best when like multiple people get to play. So
Yeah.
Just want to give them an opportunity.
Before we continue, Mum's getting annoyed at you, Mike.
It's alright. That's my
Oh my
life.
god, he's still playing?
Oh my god. Anyway,
I guess Snake Eyes will enter the room. Be like, hey guys, what's going on?
he's tugging me. He's crazy, man. Snake Eyes. Is that the real you or is that the me you?
Of course it's me.
Yeah, I didn't expect a better answer.
You can come watch if you want.
Why
Observe.
just- Oh,
we
help!
do some sort of like physical fight. I'll take bets.
No,
I'll hold
just
up
get
the
him off of
ticket.
me.
We will bring this back. Experience does not
Well, we can take
refuses
bets
his
on whether the
role.
chicken comes back or not. I think
Why are we
it's
talking about the
fairly low
chicken?
odds.
Leave the chicken! Why am I the voice of reason?
I'm gonna get out a notepad and go experience. Do you think that like you would bet for or against the chicken coming back to life?
I don't care.
How much money are you willing to put on it?
3 resource dots.
Okay. I'll write that down. That's a lot. This. I could get a fair bit of money from this. Okay, I'm gonna go ask some other people. Where's John Dow?
Why is it
Wanna
about
go-
money?
What is his opinion on this?
John Dow's here? Damn.
I guess my name was called. What is it? I'm very busy.
I rush up to you and say, okay. Were you to like odds wise? How much are you willing to put down on whether we can bring this chicken back to life?
What? Why are we talking about chicken?
That's what I'm saying!
Oh, who cares about the chicken? It's about the odds, okay?
Oh, well, I'll get. What we're betting?
Oh well, I mean that's up to you. I'm up for anything, money, mana, whatever.
Can I put down a soul?
Yeah,
You have a
yeah.
soul
I'll
within me?
accept that.
I feel like
I'll
I'm
get
losing
one
my
for
mind,
you if
man.
you win.
Like,
I need another soul for the forge.
I'm
So
pretty
if you
patient,
offer
but
one-
damn.
I'll write down one soul. And was that for the chicken coming back, or you don't think we're gonna get the chicken back?
I'm gonna go on the sanctum.
Is there a chicken comes back, but it dies shortly after?
There is one now, and I write it down.
I think while they're discussing that, I'm just gonna go into the sanctum.
Okay. When you open the door of the sanctum, it goes. It's a very. The geography of it is wrong, and you. There's only. Like you. Like you're straight into like the gambling. Not the gambling den. The drug den. You're straight there, and you can see your body and like Snake Eyes' body just sort of conked out.
Snake Eyes, see? Why are you acting so weirdly? Look at this. Why do you care about the chicken?
No, I don't really care about the chicken, just on the odds. Ooh, I see myself there and go. I need to take odds on whether or not I wake up.
All right. You're fake. That's fine. I look at myself. Damn. I didn't realize I had that many scars.
A lot of arm scratching, I imagine, as well.
Yeah, I've also probably been stabbed a lot. I did cut myself for a rune a couple times.
You do notice that there is a scar on your forehead that you don't recognize. It seems very recent cut. Like it.
They're doing graffiti on me. I look at it.
It's from Portable.
Looking into it, it looks to be. I think you can see it looks infected.
Oh,
There's a cut on your forehead.
it's not a symbol. It's just a cut then.
It's not carved into a symbol or anything. But I mean, it is a symbol, but like
It doesn't have any meaning.
everything here is symbolic of something.
Okay. My mind is sick. The symbolism I'm getting so far is everyone's just like a massive stereotype. And they're like fully thrown into what they do. It's like, oh yeah, it's about the odds, it's about gambling. It's about their obsession for... I don't know, the chicken threw me, man. Souls, obsessions, finding a pattern or anything, not really, but the gambling mage, odds, it's not about the outcome, it's about going through that. But I don't have a stronger feeling on it.
I think at this stage, the bodies are going to begin to get up.
Oh!
Do I have to
Um,
roleplay 2 of me?
No, you
Yes.
do not.
Oh.
Thank goodness.
You do not have to. They are going to dust themselves off, and they are not acting like you two at all. Like this experience is the most dull moving. It's I think it's going to be like very vacant eyes, They dust themselves off, and then just sort of trudge away. And this time, when they go through the door, it doesn't go outside; it goes to the actual geography, and they begin to go towards the downstairs forge.
Snake Eyes says, "Damn, I didn't get to take any bets on whether they'd wake up or not."
Well, from what you can see, they might still be asleep. They're like very vacant, like sleepwalking vibes.
Let's have a look at what they do down in the forge.
Down in there, you can see the forge looks a bit different to normal. You can see Radiance there, the forge spirit.
Yeah, the homie.
But his flame is blue rather than red. The forge appears to be... I think it's going to be like it's been clearly remade out of what looks to be like the material of it. You can see faces and like little hands reaching out here and there.
I'm getting lost. Mike is getting lost. Hands and faces.
The two people go up to the forge.
Okay.
And they reach out, pull something out of their chest. I think it's going to be their dedicated tools. So your dedicated tool and Danny's. They pull it out and they put it on the forge and they call for John Dow.
Shuffle along.
When you get back to your forge, you can see that their souls are there,
Oh, damn.
ready and waiting for you.
Oh, did I win?
Oh,
Did I win the bet?
it
It's
hasn't
a different
happened yet.
Snake Eyes.
Okay.
What are you talking about? I didn't make a bet with you yet.
Start forging it. I get really close to the forge. Put my hands in it.
That's
It is
hot.
fine. As you do that, Radiance's flames flow over you and sort of like shield you. It's sort of like you're now covered in this blue flame, and you are without any flaw. You are able to do the impossible now with these souls, and as you forge.
So
I couldn't defeat a real me.
sorry, bro. It just seems like everyone's a bigger stereotype. You know, it's like my nimbus. How I affect people. I just make them more go for their stuff. Even my long-term nimbus written down just says go for it. It feels like that's what's happening. But I don't see myself in it. Or maybe myself is in all of them. Maybe I'm in everything. Wow.
I think
Maybe
with
I'm
this,
grasping at
like,
straws.
I think this uncertainty is now going to start affecting the
Oh no.
dream.
Oh no.
So I think it freezes, and you can still feel the heat from the forge, but you hear a knock at the door
What the heck?
from upstairs.
I'll go look. Why not?
Standing there is another you.
Oh my.
This one with a completely hollow chest. Like it's just, it's just gone.
You alright there, buddy?
As alright as we can be.
Can you give me more? Can you like explain that sentence?
Things have been rough sometimes in here. But it's a process. Yeah, you just have to keep going. There's going to be downsides and there's going to be upsides. But there's potential in the future, so as well as things could be.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I seem to agree with myself a lot.
So in there, this place, and they look up and down. You're nearly there. So it's their obsessions, right? They're going fucking nuts with it.
Yeah. I got that. Yeah.
But you said that you're not here. You're the only one being like, the sensible one, the voice of reason,
It's-
right?
I don't. It doesn't seem normal.
But what? But if this is obsessions, if this
Oh, I gotta.
building,
Okay.
what's your obsession doing?
It should be trying to just, I don't know, go crazy.
What have you been doing the past 2 years to this place?
At this place,
They're gonna tap you on the side of the head.
getting
Yeah,
high.
in here.
Not much.
Not much. Oh,
My brain.
there's been a lot of stuff going on in here. All about new experiences.
Yeah. Bringing in the new guys. What you're saying? I need to. That's. I need to get another one. I need to pick up another.
Give him a squint. Give your cabal mates a little look.
Oh yeah, I can do my mates. Ping. Why not? I'll look at the zombie man. What the hell is wrong with that guy?
So the zombie, which one?
The Domino, the zombie man.
Okay. Domino, do you know what you're being possessed by currently?
No.
Okay, then I think we will say that you are being possessed by basically life magic. Electric forces magic forcefully rewiring your brain. His mind is being basically manipulated by someone.
There, you cut out a little bit.
By the
Oh,
long
damn it. Dang it.
out by being
There's
controlled
background
by-
noise, so I'm wondering if that caused my mic to think I was background noise.
We call him
but
background
the-
noise, Jacob.
Okay, so basically, someone, probably Frankenstein, has cast a forces spell to control the electricity flows in his brain to decide what he does and thinks. Which is why he's like a zombie.
That's crazy. That's
And
messed
why
up.
he's so hyper obsessed. He's basically being possessed, quotation marks, by
We're all being possessed
Frankenstein.
by something. Snake Eyes is being possessed by the odds.
I was thinking more the Fae of Chance.
Yeah. And then what? You're is this a ghost for souls? That doesn't track. What about Jean Dao? He cares about souls a lot.
Right now, it's radiance is like literally on him, like covering his body. It's like blue fire.
Right. The
so.
forge. Yeah, that makes sense. The spirit. I like radiance. Okay. So they're all being possessed. So I gotta take it all into me. I gotta do my thing.
So this isn't. Yeah, it's not just a representation of their obsessions. It's also a representation of yours.
I gotta get the spirits of the ideals of my cabal mates to possess me.
There are also 2 other bodies that you can see are possessed.
My own?
Your own and Snake Eyes, the non-Fey one.
What does Snake Eyes have in them?
You can see as you look into it, there is like a skeletal hand that is basically invisible, to Death Sight. That is risen into Snake Eyes zombie, and one goes into zombie, and it's like stabbed right into the
Okay.
backs of their heads.
So
It's
there's a
popped
Fae,
brain.
a Forces Frankenstein thingy, a spirit, and ghost.
I will say you can see that there is also, now that you're looking for it, a third finger that goes directly into your skull from behind.
Tracks. I did ask Arthur to come with. I need to. Alright. I'm gonna go the next level in by sort of taking the things that are there. So I'm going to do what they were doing. They're like hyper doing. So I'll take the chicken.
You're taking the chicken? Okay.
I take
Domino,
the chicken.
how do...
I'll go to Radiance and sort of like catch the flame that's around John Dow. It'll probably be a little hot, but that's okay. It's not. I've dealt with that before.
It's a dream.
And then I need to gamble. I need to take the odds of it. If I fulfill the bet, maybe that's good. So I bet the resource dots. So I'm gonna grab all the cash lying around and everything and bet. And we're gonna shock the chicken. There's a defibrillator right here. Oh, you shouldn't have.
That's a bit advanced, I think.
Yeah, I don't really know what they do to shock it. There's a wall socket right here.
There's
a loose wire.
Thing where, like, in a Sydney hospital, there's like the first defibrillating brought someone back to life or something.
Well, there's like
that's in the future.
There's like wall
That's in the
sockets,
near
right? There's
future.
wall sockets.
There's some, I think.
And rip it off and get the wire inside.
Okay.
Rock the chicken.
Electricity surges. There's a flash of like from the zap, and you find all the the chicken is replaced by all the Cabal mates and yourself standing in front of you.
I'm electrocuting them. Oh no.
And they are going to say, "We are the Deadly Sins Cabal."
Yeah, that's okay. I like that.
And they obviously say that in the creepy unison-ness.
Of course. I wouldn't expect anything else. I guess you guys should hitch a ride.
And I think that is where we'll end this with. I think we have settled on who on this. I think that's a fine end point.
Can I click on the spoiler?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's known to you now.
The metaphor of the sanctum and the cabal in this instance is going to be experiences views on obsession, the idea of possession, what you guys would be like if possessed by something. Okay. That's cool.
So yeah, I will have to next time can see a bit more deeper into see if Snake Eyes can properly reach the Mindscape of Joan. And I think we might have experienced Wake Up. I presume that you're now possessed by... Are you summoning it back up and then like shoving it into your head, or what?
Yeah, something like that. If it doesn't work here, if I can't take it back, then I'll just do it in person somehow, like in the real world.
But like, yeah, it's so you're... So are you fine with that, Mike? Being possessed by your understanding of the Cabal and your loyalty to the Cabal and stuff?
Yeah. That's good. I like it. I must bounce.
Okay. So I'll just say some final things for the rest of us. See you, Mike.
Peace.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. So he's going to be out of it for a bit, but so Snake Eyes. I don't know if we want to try and continue your dream right now, but from where we left off, it was the future, and it was
Yeah, I mean,
all dream-like.
Next session, it's fine.
Okay, so in that case, hope people enjoyed the session. We'll definitely try to, because there was definitely an experience focus this week, but we'll try to balance it out a bit more next week. Though saying that, you guys increased your stats a bit. So John Dow, you're now Gnosis 4, Death 4. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Domino, were you increasing any stats?
Yeah, I might increase my Gnosis if I can.
How long ago was the underworld trip?
Maybe like a week ago.
Okay.
I'm
So that's
guessing.
one level healed, right?
Sorry.
1 week is one lethal, right?
Oh no, every 2 days is one lethal.
Oh, okay, I'm fully healed.
Okay, so let's see. There is something I have for experience and Domino. Not for experience and Domino, for Domino and John Dow.
Yep.
Question: does Donald know about your Does anyone in the? Is there any way for the? Oh yeah, because they know that this is your house, isn't it, Domino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
So I think the house is going to get a phone call.
Okay, I'll take the phone call. This isn't. They're like
Okay.
drugged downstairs and like. Super. I can take this.
So this from it's from Everett, and we got problem, boss.
What's.
I've been
what's wrong?
trying to get a handle on Murphy and Kim, but you're the next one. I could try to contact. There's some of our boys. They got told no when it came to one of the places. There's a store on George Street that was meant to be paying us. They said no, and we applied some consequences to them, but they seem to have some protection of their own.
Other gangs are reaching on territory, aren't they? Do you know who they've been in contact with?
It seems to be the Divine Gang.
The Divine.
I will say that that's not an unknown name for you. It's the Tilly Divine is head of a racer gang in the more southeastern areas of Sydney. Like
Well,
Woolloomooloo, Darlinghurst, the Cross. Like imagine the Cross, like that sort of area.
right.
They tore our guys to shreds. Like we got all the people who went there.
Oh shit. We.
Is this because of the drug deal that we decided to cancel?
I don't think the Divine do drugs though.
They do some, yes. They do slag grog, razor ganging, prostitution, but they're not. I don't think they're as severe into drugs.
It turns out that our old supply went to them. I don't feel bad about killing King anymore.
But like they do some drugs and stuff. But possible that they do have the backing of the people who you made the deal with.
How badly hurt are our boys?
Like they're bleeding out. They're dead.
Oh shit.
At least the three that were there.
They hurt our boys.
We need to get this to the two heads of this sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Can you organize a meeting with the heads? We gotta sort this out quick to make. If they organize.
With the heads of them?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Do you mean like our lieutenants or?
Oh well, yeah. Our lieutenants are currently out right now. We need some time to help. Like they're currently out at the moment. We're trying to wake them up right now. You know what? Just wait till we've got them awake, and then we'll sort this out. I'll
There's like a noticeable pause, and it's like, okay.
I don't remember how we did the leadership. Is this the cop, like all of us, or?
Wait, what was that, Matt?
I don't remember how we did the leadership.
You guys are you are all the players are the main heads of the game.
Okay.
Yeah. It's co-op.
Under you guys are Delight, Yin, and Everett,
Okay.
and then plus Donald.
So half, half the leadership can't make a decision.
He's definitely going to be surprised. Like, wait, what do you mean wake him up? But that's on his like him thinking that like wait.
But yeah, we will need to sort this out soon.
Okay, so we can try to get a meeting of all the big wigs of our gang tonight. Do you want it to be at a certain restaurant or at like a warehouse or the fighting pit or?
Meet at warehouse.
Okay, boss. And I think that might be how we end the session. But with like Snake Eyes is still out of it. We'll have to see how that goes.
How about we invite our lieutenants over here and have them take the drugs, so then we can all meet up and talk about it.
I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong with that. I mean, it's just the astral realms.
That won't make their brains explode, will it?
Well, they're just like who knows what realm they'll try to get to. Go to the crime dimension. It's all like
place
gangster
where
movies.
all full of crime everywhere.
Everyone's just walking around with the stripes and a bag that's got a money sign on it.
You just have the hard-boiled detective trench coat.
There's always crime in this dimension.
Detective Egg. Okay, so yes. Hope people enjoyed that session. We'll have to see how the astral journey of Snake Eyes continues. Experience will be waking back up. So theoretically can now help with the chicken situation.
We're getting so...
Is he going to want to after that dream, you know?
I mean, he's now possessed by the Cabal.
Okay.
So that's one more set of voices in his head.
Is that 3 or 4 now?
So we got experience,
Mm-hmm.
Arthur, Red
Got us.
Fist,
Yep. Okay.
Cabal, and then depending on how you count things, maybe another.
Is that the keys thing? Or not?
Maybe. It depends on how you count stuff. Like what counts as in his head. The threats are there from the other gangs. How you respond will definitely be interesting. I'm gonna have to. I'll be trying to prepare names and things like that, so that when you guys do end up interacting with the other gangs, that there's a bit of structure to it. I'm not sure what. Put in the comments what was your latest dream.
Tell us all about your dreams. They're cool to hear about.
Unless they're like just I went to work, and in which case
You should get a better dream.
go to the dream store and buy better dreams. Capitalism is the way.
Oh, no.
Actually, that would be a thing for me, wouldn't it? I have.
See, is putting in dream subscription services.
Our dreams are exclusive to this service.
If you stop paying, then you stop getting dreams. No willpower refresh from your sleep anymore.
Oh no.